Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, both Bitcoin and Ethereum are still playing out this short-term bullish divergence, but on the smaller time frames, a breakout is being attempted from this new pattern, which I'll talk about in just a moment, so definitely stick around. First of all, starting off on the 4-day Bitcoin chart, and over the last 1 to 2 days, not much has changed on this chart, on this time frame. So if you're new to the channel, then check out my last 1 to 2 videos here on the channel to find out more about the 4-day Bitcoin chart. And something similar can be said about the daily Bitcoin chart, because obviously not a lot has happened over the last 1 to 2 days on this chart as well, because basically the only thing that's changed over the last 1 to 2 days is that the RSI has moved a little bit closer towards getting out of oversold territories. But as of right now, at the time of recording this video, the daily Bitcoin RSI is still currently sitting in oversold territories. And if you're looking at the daily Bitcoin MACD, as of right now, this is still moving towards a potential bullish cross, which could happen in a few days from now if this short-term price action continues. Basically, this pause from the short-term bearish trend. But once again, overall, not a lot has changed over the last 1 to 2 days, so I will not repeat the same things that I've been talking about over the last 1 to 2 days. And so getting straight into the 4-hour Bitcoin chart, and once again, this short-term bullish divergence is still currently playing out, because as of right now, the 4-hour Bitcoin RSI is still holding above this ascending line of support, forming higher lows and higher highs. And so once again, as I've been talking about recently on the channel, this is pointing towards a bit of a pause from that short-term bearish trend that I just talked about. And in case you're new to this channel, what I mean by a short-term pause from the bearish trend is basically either some choppy sideways price action, if not some slight bullish price action during the bearish trend. So not necessarily a confirmed trend reversal. And so once again, at least for now, we're basically playing out a bit of a pause from that bearish trend. So not as much bearish price action just in the imminent shorter term here, talking about a matter of days. But obviously, if we do end up seeing a major breakdown again in the RSI on the 4-hour Bitcoin chart, then that would be a signal pointing towards the invalidation of this short-term bullish divergence. And so basically, if that happens, if we start to see a breakdown in the RSI and also the price action starting to form lower lows and lower highs, obviously that would be a short-term bearish signal telling us this bullish divergence is over and we could potentially resume that short-term bearish trend after this small pause. But if you're zooming into a much smaller time frame, looking at the 30-minute chart, because not much is happening on the larger time frames, and what we can see right here on the 30-minute Bitcoin chart is a new symmetrical triangle pattern, which as of recording this video is actually starting to break out to the upside. And so far, we have seen one 30-minute candle close above this line of resistance, which was sitting at approximately 26.1k. And so basically, while the price of Bitcoin remains above 26.1k, technically speaking, this breakout from this short-term pattern is currently valid, and we would only invalidate this breakout to the upside if we see a confirmed break back below 26.1k with candle closes back below that level. And now, considering the fact this is only on the 30-minute chart on the much smaller time frames, obviously this is not a massive pattern. And so if you're measuring out the technical price target for this symmetrical triangle pattern, that gives us a price target at around 26.4k approximately. And so from the point of the breakout to that price target, we're talking around a 1.3% move, or from the current price at the time of recording this video to that technical price target, that's roughly around a 1% move to the upside to that technical price target. And so once again, we're not talking about massive moves here, because remember, we're still only on the much smaller time frames. But once again, just in the imminent short term, technically speaking, we're looking more bullish than bearish while this breakout remains active and while this short-term bullish divergence remains active. But remember, as of right now, these shorter term patterns on the smaller time frames are currently occurring within a bearish trend here on the daily time frame. But of course, if you've been watching my videos for this entire year, you would know that I've been talking about the much larger multi-month long bullish trend that started around the beginning of this year. And technically speaking, it's possible to experience short-term bearish trends like the one that we're seeing right now within a much larger bullish trend, kind of like what we saw back during around March and also back during around May. And now if you're taking a look at the Bitcoin order books, right now we have a lot of buy orders at around 25.6k to 25.7k, and we also have another group of buy orders at around $25,000 per Bitcoin. And so basically at those price levels, we should expect a bit of short-term support. And as for resistance, looking at the sell orders, we have a group of sell orders at around 26.6k going up towards around 26.7k, and we also have another group of sell orders at around 27.9k to 28k. And so once again, those price levels should act as a bit of short-term resistance for the price of Bitcoin. But anyway, now getting into the Ethereum part of this video, this is on the daily ETH to US dollar chart, and just like Bitcoin, not much has changed on this daily time frame over the last one day. And so if you're new to the channel, then check out my last few videos here on the channel to find out more about this daily ETH to US dollar chart. And so zooming straight into the shorter term, looking at the 4-hour ETH to US dollar chart, and right now this short-term bullish divergence is technically still active, because as of right now, the 4-hour Ethereum RSI is still holding above this ascending line of support, trending to the upside, forming higher lows and higher highs. And so essentially, while this is the case, this short-term bullish divergence once again is still currently active, which means just in the imminent short term, talking about the next 1 to 2 days at least, we should not be expecting a lot of bearish price action, and instead we're likely going to see either some choppy sideways price action, if not a slight bullish relief, kind of like what we've seen over the last few days since this bullish divergence confirmed a few days ago as expected. But obviously, if we do end up seeing a confirmed break to the downside here in the RSI, that would be an invalidation signal for this bullish divergence, pointing towards potentially that short-term bearish trend resuming after this small pause that we've seen over the last 1 week or so. And now if you're zooming into the much smaller time frames, looking at the 30-minute chart, right now the price of ETH, as of recording this video, is attempting a breakout from this short-term pattern. In fact, this is a symmetrical triangle pattern just like Bitcoin on the 30-minute chart. And if you're measuring the technical price target for this symmetrical triangle pattern, this gives us a price target at around 1670. And so from the point of the breakout to that price target, that's around a 1.1% move, or from the current price of ETH at the time of recording this video to that technical price target, that's around a 0.8% move to the upside. And so once again, because we're only on the 30-minute chart, the much smaller time frames, we are not talking about massive movements here, but obviously even around a 1% move in the price can still turn into a very profitable trade, especially if you're a leverage trader. For example, on a 10x leverage, a 1% move to the upside can turn into a 10% profit. And as always, the invalidation level for this breakout to the upside would simply be a break below this line right here, which is sitting at around 1650. So once again, if we see a confirmed break back below 1650 with candle closes back below that level, then that would essentially invalidate this breakout and this price target. And now if you want to know how to make a lot of money in crypto, no matter if the price is going to the upside, to the downside, or simply chopping around sideways, or to trade a breakout like this, then make sure to watch these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how to make money if the price is bullish or bearish using AI, and the video in the bottom left shows you how you can easily profit from choppy sideways price action. But anyway, that's everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.